Now, new figures out this morning reveal that some police forces are now taking an average of 28 hours to arrive on the scene of burglaries.
The average response time has increased by 25% in just 1 year, at a time where 3 in 4 burglaries go unsolved.
So, what's the reason for the hold-up? Well, former Metropolitan Police Detective Peter Blexley joins us now in the studio. Peter, I can imagine you're rolling your eyes thinking, what on earth is going on? I don't really know where to start with this, but it's appalling. That's a shocking record if you're waiting that long to be investigated for a bobby to turn up at your house when you've suffered the indignity of being robbed.
The unpalatable truth is burglary is not important to the police. It really isn't. They've got other priorities. Their frontline officers are so busy going from one 999 call to another, many of which they could hive off, actually, mental health calls and the such like, which is not really policing's job. But crimes like this, like having your car stolen from your driveway, like having your phone stolen if you come out of an underground station and it's snatched, having your expensive pedal bike stolen if you use it to go to work, and some of these push bikes are £4,000 or £5,000 and such like, fraud, and of course poor shopkeepers who are plagued by shoplifting. All of those crimes, essentially, are not a priority for the police. They're well down towards the bottom of the list, and this is what you get.
And, of course, if you're taking 28 hours to attend a burglary, your chances of gathering any evidence or actually having a successful investigation into this dwindle, don't they?
It matters not when the police attend, because the chances of getting a thorough, prompt, professional investigation are very slim indeed. Police senior leaders will try and hoodwink you, and they have done in recent months, by saying, we will attend every burglary.
What does that mean, turning up with a victim support leaflet? Box
ticking.
Right.
It's deceptive. To attend a burglary is a completely different thing to thoroughly investigating a burglary. Once again, the police will tell you they don't have time. But burglary is difficult to detect and to catch burglars. I will thoroughly accept that. But it can be done, and it can't be done if you don't investigate it properly.
No, and also with the rise of CCTV, people with doorbells, for example, that capture images, it must be much easier than it used to be.
And forensic evidence, of course.
Yes.
Although we do see burglars now on people's CCTV, increasingly masked up and wearing gloves and all the such like. But you know what? Breaking windows can be a pretty hazardous thing. Sometimes blood is spilled.
DNA.
Sometimes DNA is left behind, because the burglars will make an error. But you are only likely to solve these if you thoroughly and properly investigate them.
Yeah.
This is one force with the worst response times, 28 hours and 2 minutes from Northamptonshire Police, Durham 26 hours. Are there any forces where we've got good practice?
Northamptonshire Police, whose Chief Constable is currently suspended. I thought I'd throw that in for good measure, because it's a fact. South Yorkshire, their response times have gone from 2 hours to 12 hours. What a dramatic drop off the edge of the cliff that is. No one's covered in glory here.
No, not at all. And also, when you look at this, I was looking back at the figures for last year. Police failed to solve 1 million thefts and burglaries last year, which is absolutely appalling. I wonder what you made of this new sentencing guideline from the judges. They've been told to consider more lenient sentences for offenders from deprived or difficult backgrounds. They're saying that if you come from poverty or low educational attainment or have discrimination, you get a lighter sentence. Look, if you get a lighter sentence, does that really put you off?
Let me briefly tell you about the Sentencing Council, if I may, who handed down these instructions. Established in 2010, 14 members, the overwhelming majority of them are judges or senior magistrates, jobs for the boys and girls, 1 chief constable on it, and only 1 member who can claim to have a background in victim care and victim support. Consequently, it's just more of the same. It should be disbanded. It is wrong on so many levels, in particular because somebody from a deprived background might get 1 sentence and somebody from a middle-class background would get another sentence. Whatever happened to us all being equal in the eyes of the law?
Yeah, and as you're saying, you know, burglary, not a priority. It's just not considered important by police forces. But anyone who has been the victim of a burglary will know that it's absolutely terrifying. It is a violation of your own personal space, and it really does matter.
A vile and repugnant crime. But with the state of British policing as it is, I'm afraid the headline from me to everybody is the police don't patrol the streets. They've surrendered the streets as a consequence. And now, whatever aspect of our lives it is, we have a responsibility to protect ourselves.
Peter, thank you very much.